I'm Gail Buse with Doulos Global Ministries, and I'm going to show you how I can pack for an overseas trip that could be anywhere from a month to 2 months and go in a carry-on bag that's going to go in the overhead compartment of the plane in a backpack. Now my carry-on is your standard carry-on, which is 10 by 20 by like 16. So you know that there are restrictions. This meets the restrictions for what a airline would desire. So when we're packing, one of the things that I'm considering is the context that we're going to, the climate that we're going to, and the culture that we're going to. Now I'm packing for an upcoming team that we're taking to Melilla, Spain and Morocco, and then after the team goes home, Bob and I are going to go over into Europe. So I'm going to have 2 different climates that I have to think about, because when we're in Melilla, Spain and Morocco, the days are in the mid 70s, the nights are in the mid 60s, but once we go over to Europe, it's fall weather. So I'm going to show you how I do it, because people say, how in the world can you travel for that length of time, Gail, and fit it all into a carry-on? Because when we take teams overseas, we're always encouraging them that they need to get everything into a carry-on that's going to go in the overhead compartment. So I'm thinking about the climates, and I'm thinking about the culture. One of the things I had to consider was when we're in Morocco and we're in some of the older areas of the city of Fez, I need to think about the culture that I'm going to be at, which is Muslim, and what would be considered proper attire, because in different parts of the world, there are things that are acceptable and things that are not acceptable. And so I need to take a skirt on this, and I need to make sure that my arms are covered. So you're gonna see that as I pack. So let's get started. First thing that I do is I'm going to fill the gullies that are in my suitcase. I have these little gullies. I want to bring it level. Some people roll. I fold, and I do a little bit of rolling when I am packing my suitcase. So I'm going to fill these gullies up so that I can begin to pack. I have undergarments that are going to last me for 10 days here, packed already. And so let's go. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to pack the winter clothes, because I am not wearing the winter clothes right away. So they're going to go into my suitcase. I have shirts for about 7 days worth of travel in both climates, both warm and cold. I'm taking about 7 days worth of clothing, because usually along the way you can find a place that you can do laundry. I'm going to fill this little hole there. Fill this little hole right here. And I'm going to put in my pants. On this particular trip, I'm taking 3 pairs of jeans. I'm wearing 1 pair on the plane, and 2 pairs are going to be packed. They can be worn in both places, but I'm also thinking about the fact that Europe's going to be cold, so I definitely need pants for when I get to Europe. Let's get those in there. Next, I have a pair of dress pants. I probably won't need those in Melilla, but I'm going to need them in Europe. My dress slacks go in here. And now we have a pair of black capris. I can wear these in both cultures because it won't be that cold. I might be able to get away with wearing them also over in Europe. Now I have to take a skirt. I'm gonna roll this skirt. And if you look here, I still have 1 little gully that hasn't been filled. And I'm gonna get this skirt in that gully right there. Capris in here, 2 pairs of capris. And now we'll start putting in our shirts here. some of these short sleeve shirts. Fill all those little areas. Want it level. Make the most of my space. All right, I have a shirt that we'll use when I dress up in that dress. I have a little jacket. It can be used both in Europe for layering, but it can be used for when we go into Morocco. I'm going to roll this. I'm bringing with me, I guess they're sports pants. There's the ones that have the zippers that you can make them shorts or they can be pants. These are great because if I have to wash them out, they dry super fast, but they'll work in a hot climate or in a cool climate. I'm just gonna get them in there. I have one more shirt that's gonna go in here and a pair of shorts that are long that I can wear in Malia. There you go. There's my clothing. I still have a pair of pajamas. I'd like to put these pajamas in the front gully so they're easy to get to and accessible, because when I land in the country, if we land, sometimes you're landing and it's time to go to bed. I don't want to dig through all of my clothing to find my pajamas. There we go. All right, now I have a little pocket here to fill. So the first thing I think we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you the shoes that I bring. I put my socks and the shoes. I need to have a pair of closed shoes for Europe. So they're gonna go in here. And we're going to fill some of these spaces that are still left here. That down in here. And I'm probably going to do my liquid. Let me just show you this. Everybody has different things that they bring. I have shampoo. I have a liquid soap, of course, toothpaste. But this is a must. This is Downy's Wrinkle Release. This will let you, on any cottons that you're bringing, you're able to spread them out, spray it down, and kind of use your hands as an iron. It works wonders. Don't travel without it. That's coming with us. Put that in that little hole right there. And I'm going to put this bag that has my deodorant in it. But I also want to show you a couple things that are in here. I am taking with me a couple little packets of detergent in case I want to wash out any personal items or a shirt and hang it, because it is warm in Malia. I like to take these travel soaps. They're leaf soap. You can find them online. You could probably find them at Dick's Sporting Goods. These are wonderful to take with you because a lot of times in different countries when you use a public restroom, there is no soap. You can wash your hands and you can have soap. Throw it in a pocket, throw it in a backpack. And then usually Bob and I, when we're taking an extended trip, I'll use shampoo soap. You can get this at Lush. You can get these on Amazon. You can find shampoo soap at Whole Foods. And these are great because they can be used on your hair and on your body. And it's one less liquid to take, and so I don't have to be concerned about TSA. So these are going to go into my suitcase, and it's pretty much done. Antibacterial wipes, they're going to go right here. I have a bag that I use for laundry. And the last thing that's going to go in there is a pair of flip-flops, which I'm going to put right here. And my bag's pretty well ready to go with everything that needs to be in it. There's the piece of luggage for you. Next, we're going to look at how I fill my backpack.